Hey there guys, it's Too Old for Gaming, and today I'm going to try to use the Romanian 8th Cavalry to hold on to this sector. We're in for a pretty intense fight with a lot of high caliber rounds heading our way. So it ends up being 2 or 3 on 2, I guess, over here. I don't really have any help in the town, but we've got a lot of stuff coming towards us. This is a quick match. It's only about 20 minutes, so should be enjoyable to watch. So far, I'm setting up recon first. We got an enemy off map coming in here, and I've got some Pack 38 set up, and then a leader here who's got a radio who can extend our range. We'll definitely need that here in the near future. So I've got my recon team set up here to spot everything out there. We've got another one over here. The cars that they come in are pretty fast. And then I've got ZB-53s on both sides covering the river to prevent any enemy crossings here. Looks like the enemy's moving forward with their own recon up into the Lightwoods here. In the last match, I got bombed a lot, so I brought in a Hotchkiss 25 with the 13mm truck and then a Vickers 75. So that didn't happen again. King Tiger in here. I spotted him, and I missed seeing the 7/1, so I figured, well, let's try to hit it with the JU-87D3, and you guys could probably figure out what's going to happen. I decided it was probably better to hit that IG-33, but, you know, that 7/1's right there, so unfortunately, he's going to get knocked out. And so enemies got high ground on the town against us, which is bad, with 2K high explosive. So he's starting to fire on my Pack 38. And we've got a King Tiger and then the P40, which you guys know I like. And then a Commander back here, giving them double veterancy. I mean, 410 trying to make it in, but getting pushed off by probably all these 50 cals. I don't know. And then the Maxim trucks. So pretty light defense here at the moment. We've got 1, 2, and I think there's a third player over here. So it should be pretty intense. Enemy moving 4-man squad over here, and then right down the middle, we've got some Panzergren 41s facing us, firing at a recon team. These are only 5-man squads, so I'm going to try to keep them from getting knocked out. Recon's going to be really important for us in this match. So the Panzer II, our Pack 38 got knocked out, so we're kind of in a pickle here if we get spotted. We don't really have any points yet. And unless he comes in really close, we're not going to be able to do anything. And then if we do open up on guys, the IG-33 is going to knock us out. With this deck build, I'll probably change it, but I have 0 artillery in Phase A. I'm just sort of hoping to hold on. Panzer II is getting really close, trying to get in position to fire on my ZB-53. You can see all these trucks coming in, so that's the third player heading our way. Rossiori's firing away at the enemy, and he's ground firing to suppress me, which isn't a bad move. We've got a King Tiger and the IG-33 really causing us problems, and now we've got an MG-42 on the ridge above the town. Somehow spotted my... I have no idea how he spotted this. Maybe those little recon cars up here. Somehow spotted my AA. So I'm moving them around. And I'm just walking my Vickers into position here. More enemy trucks heading our way. So we got a Gorilla here too, so more 150s to deal with. ZB-53 ripping away at these ersatz trooping. Truck avoids getting hit. That's probably 150s. And here comes an enemy trying to make an assault across the river here. ZB-53 is ripping away, and I unhide these guys, try and take out the truck, get them suppressed, and they take immediate fire. I gotta get them out of this building. 1 man left after the 150 hits from the Gorilla. And I do prevent him from taking this sector, but we're probably gonna lose that squad, and maybe both are recon squads here. Panzer II laying down a lot of 20mm fire on a moto team, but I really wanted to prevent these guys from getting across the river. The river is really what is gonna help us a lot, because if we didn't have that, he'd be pushing these guys would be pushing their tanks across. And again, they've got the high ground on us, so that makes it tough. I do have Jagdpanzer 38Ts in Phase A, so I'm going to use those to start to take out this Panzer II. And I'm moving my Vickers up. ZB-53 taking fire from 2 units now. Probably not going to last very long. And he goes down. So we've got PTRDs. I don't know if we're going to do any damage to this thing as he comes in close. I don't know if he's close enough. No, he's peeling away. We are taking down that MG-42, but the P-40 with his machine guns putting a hurting on us. Jagdpanzer gets a shot off on the P-40, but misses. Let's see what we're going to go for now. I think there's this half track. He's knocked out. So we got a recon up here right now. I've got to bring in another recon team. You can see I've already called it in. And just going to kind of creep around with the Jagdpanzer. I really need to hold on to him. This deck has only 2 cards of tanks, and they're not very good. Panzergren's still trying to get across the river here, but I've got my dual ZB-30s and the 5 G-43s firing at him, and he's out in the open. The Guerrilla, though, firing at us, knocks out most of our team. But again, I've got a couple of these squads. They're only 20 points, and so if you're using them for defense, I think they're fairly decent. At least they did pretty well in this match. KFZ-70 getting shot and knocked out by the Jagdpanzer in a good spot right now. So our recon's almost up here to the front line. And we got just under 3 minutes here in Phase A. So if you guys like the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'd like to continue getting this out to more people. I know we've got a couple thousand people on average playing this game, and I'd love to help out players if I can. So Jagdpanzer firing on the IG-33, who's not shooting because he's probably got... No, his heat rounds are disabled. I don't know why he wasn't firing at us. Somehow he knew I was in this building, so I moved him. Now we got the King Tiger and the Guerrilla from 2 players heading our way. He's probably going to try to take out the ZB-53. And we can see what he can see here, so I need to move him off. Since he's leaving, I just want to try to save this guy. Put him on return fire. Bring in another PaK-38 to prevent a rush through. Looks like the IG-33 is getting pinned down. And that's probably a PaK-40 if it's got 7 men. Takes a casualty, but it's not really a good idea to duel him. Bounces. So he has APCR turned off. He would have penned us if he didn't. So I'm going to retreat. And fortunately for us, the second round bounces too. So Guerrilla's really doing damage to us along with these KTs. PaK-38 is going to fire at the strongest unit first, but I don't want him shooting at the KT. He's never gonna take him down. So I wanted to shoot that Guerrilla. Gets a penetration on that first hit. And we destroy him. King Tiger's just laying down fire on our PaK-38. We got to get him out of view here. I'd love to use him to take out the Panzer II. PaK-40 pinned down from friendly artillery. ZB-53 in just such a great spot. He's really helped us a lot. So he's firing at the Panzergren 41s in here, but the King Tiger continuing to provide fire support to enemy infantry. Second Jagdpanzer down here, firing at this King Tiger. Unfortunately misses on the first shot, and then the second King Tiger knocks him out. So lose him. ZB-53 still being spotted. I have to get him off of his location because of the King Tiger firing at him. Sappery being spotted out in the open by the Panzer II. He's probably going to die. PaK-38, though, in position to fire on somebody. Hits the side of the King Tiger, but does not penetrate. Side shot again. Let's see how much armor on the side. We've got 90 mils on the side. And we can do 150. Standard does 100. So you'd think we would have damaged him. That's hitting the side, right? Every time. Hit him 3 times on the side, now in the front, and unfortunately not able to take him down. See, he keeps turning. And I'm going to try to hit him with the Jagdpanzer. We do have APCR shells, so we should be able to do something. We damage his trans, and that shell flies 2,000 meters in the air. So my other ZB-53 getting hit by the King Tiger again. But again, our ZB-53 is really holding the line here for us. IG-33 still got 1 man on it, so definitely a danger. Hopefully that friendly mortars I can hear can do something. More enemy assaulting. We're in Phase B now, guys, so I got a lot more equipment available, including artillery support. The biggest thing these guys have really are these 100mm howitzers, and I think they can get 120s, but I like the 100mm howitzers for the radio. They do fire pretty fast, too. So I have to unhide these guys again to prevent that rush over. And I'm going to try and save them if I can, but the PaK-40 can see us. So we got a good line here to prevent him from rushing stuff through with our Jagdpanzer. Ossiori team's just taking tons of fire. Really want to keep recon into the church here. If you're the enemy, probably just makes sense to direct fire with your guerrillas against this and destroy it so the enemy team can't use it. Because again, like I said, it really helped me out. You could also put up recon over here too if that got knocked out, but it's just a great spot. So more and more squads coming in here. Panzergren's just getting pushed off. Looks like we've got an MG-42 over here firing at our guys, but we're in cover, so should be all right. I did bring in the 100s. So blast on these is almost 5,000. 8 rounds a minute. I don't think it's too bad. I did bring them in with trucks. I'm trying to take out the King Tiger with them. Still dealing with 3 players over here. So it's going to be pretty much impossible for us to advance against 3 players with King Tigers and tons of 150s, but that I would just say we're a C-ranked offensive rating in this guy, so I mean our job is to hold ground anyways, and we're doing that. I was pretty worried. He's got a lot of stuff back here. 100s laning all around this guy. That one was super close. Still no damage, though. That one looked like it hit it. Still not damaging him. But we did get him to move away. Took out that squad. Panzer II back up here. Trying to check out our front line. Look at all these guerrillas out here. I guess if he had a ton of infantry who was waiting to rush, it's not a terrible idea to line them up to take out my guys. But, you know, if you got 3 players, maybe just you could smoke this. Try to rush in. I do have a lot of infantry. SG-43 goes down. Panzer II coming back in. Standard infantry teams coming in with ZB-30s. I'm going to try and target these guerrillas. So we should be able to blow those guys up at the open top. We'll check at the end. Vickers 75 firing at these FW-190s. But I think they both got their bomb loads off over here. Teams just managing to hold on to the farm up here. Fortunately for us, 17-9 though. And enemy vehicles continue to head our way. Stuke 3 heading to the front line, and these DMAs, luckily for us, they get knocked out of their trucks because the King Tiger's right here with friendly artillery trying to hit it. Redirecting my 100s on this guy, bringing in more infantry teams. And I did call in more 100s because why not? think we got enough infantry in here to defend the area. All right, 100's falling down on the Panzer II. Getting close. So my infantry was spotted back here, but we took out his eyes that we know of. There's another team spotting over here. And I've got the TACAM R2s, ZIS-3, and the ZB-35. For only 40 points, I find these, personally, I think they're really, really good. You can hear the PTRDs firing on all sides of this guy. Falling into my little trap here. It sounds like we took out a guerrilla. My Moto team, I just ended up taking him out with them, so I had to remove him for a second. Another guerrilla went down. Remember, these ZIS-3s are artillery pieces too. The biggest downside is they don't carry that much ammo. But again, like I said, for 40 points, you've got a gun that's mobile with a machine gun, a little bit of armor. I like them. So I'm waiting for him to blink again to move him back into the church here so that we'll spot everything. 2 guerrillas left back there. Anytime he's coming in close, though, we're hitting him. ME-410 spotting us right now. We do get him pushed off, and so what I'm going to do is, it looks like he's trying to counter us right now. I noticed that from the alert on the right, so I just start moving things around here. I did bring in my own spotting plane just to see anything else out here. Getting hit by a 20mm flak. It looks like he's got 2 of them. Really not going to do a whole lot to an HS-129. We'll keep him floating around to see what's there. Panthers, more recon, heading our way. So the R2 takes out another guerrilla. And I've got a sniper team over here who's going to fire at the MG42. Redirecting on this group of armor some of my pieces now that we're spread apart. Loader's knocked out on the King Tiger. I think he got hit by this R2. I've got another one in here now. 250/9s forcing off my Rossiori, but the R2 knocks one out. Let's see if we knock out the second one here. Not quite. And the last remaining guerrilla knocks us out. We're down to 2 minutes, guys, on the tick timer. Panther's getting hit, but it doesn't look like it's really damaging him. I do spot this 150 out here, though, so I'm going to redirect to knock him out. And all these Jaeger teams are just going to get pinned down by fire here. These dual ZB-30s are pretty legit, especially for a 20-point unit. I mean, anytime there's guys out in the open, we're just pinning them. And these guys aren't cheap. I think they're 30. Oh, they're only 25. I thought they were more expensive. Guerrilla, though, continuing to pound our front line. I got the Jagdpanzer up front here. Our artillery, though, knocked him out before we had a chance, so... Haven't faced too much aircraft against us in this match. We're going to take out that 150 with our artillery, and then we force these guys off with the remaining 100. ZB-53 firing at somebody. He just stopped. Probably this guy. So, didn't have a ton of points. I brought in a 105 off map. And I'm going to drop him in the sector. There's only a minute left. And I've got another R2 heading up here. These guard infantry, again, have 2 ZB-30s. So they're pretty legit. 100 still firing at this King Tiger. I'm not sure if these 105s will be able to knock him out. Getting close. Peels off just in time. We did take out that 150 though. So less than 25 seconds to go. Should be able to maybe knock out another squad here. Sniper team keeping these guys pinned down, but they're taking fire from the Pack 40. And here comes in our off map. So we knocked out that squad, but they took out our recon team. Let's take a look at the end here. After 20 minutes, 52 seconds, a quick one, 18-26. Team stat-wise, we actually, I mean, for not a great division, I think we did pretty well. 10-15, 605. We obviously didn't advance, but we didn't really have any team support to do so. Our units-wise, using this Jagdpanzer and it's appropriately to ambush, did a great job. Pack 38 took out a few units. Our R2 took out 3 guerrillas. So again, 40 points. I think these are great. Our 100mm howitzer took out an IG-33 in the 150, so that's a ton of points too. Another R2 took out 2 recons, and then you can see our little PM squads took out a bunch of infantry units. Loss-wise, King Tiger took out a few. IG-33 took out 2 of our Pack 38s. Panzer II took out 2 units, and then King Tiger took out the Jagdpanzer and another Pack 38. Really was surprised that we weren't side penetrating that guy. We lost a MG42, took somebody out, and then the guerrillas. I mean, I think we faced, what, 6 guerrillas? So overall, though, I think for what we were facing and what the equipment we had, we used it really well. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. If there's something you'd do different, let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.